Hello, beautiful one. Hello, hello. So I wanted to talk to you about the understanding of separation and the power that separation can hold when separation is given the power to hold it. So everything that is in existence is energy, and everything only obtains power when it is given power by other spaces of power. So you are a divine sovereign being, and you have and hold your power within your own hands, your own being, your own choices, yes? And as you experience yourself as this now space of you, you are learning yourself, you are understanding yourself. And as you do that, through the experiences you have and the way in which you have them, the way you navigate the way in which you have them, you are learning, you are understanding the whys, the hows, the whens, the whats of you. And beyond the human is a key factor in this now, yes, but you are beyond that. And so you are being asked to allow yourself to see all of that. Now, you hold the power of your energy, your sovereignty, and where you focus it is what you design and align and amplify and expand in your life. So if you give your focus to spaces that hold separation, then you are allowing, amplifying, designing and aligning experiences that you will have that will be a connection to a space of separation. What do I mean by that exactly? So separation has been utilized throughout humanity to be a means of which there is control placed into circumstances, experiences, environments, whatever it is. And we see this all the time, because even when there's an argument, they separate the people that are arguing. You know, if it's a fight, if it's escalated to a fight, right? They separate the people so that they can calm the space, right? So that they can stop the fight, the argument. And that is the way in which maybe separation is being seen as a benefit in that moment, because it is needed to bring peace. But there are many times where separation is used to bring a sense of lack, to bring a sense of unworthiness, to bring a sense of confusement and a lack of faith. What do I mean by that? Many cultures and teachings teach that we are one with the great creator, the great spirit, the source space, the origin point, that we are spaces of it. We are here to learn ourselves through this space. Yes, it is here through us to learn itself through our spaces. But some of the spaces that are prevalent in humanity teach that we are separate from the source, the God, the goddess, the creator being, the space of creation, that we are separate from it in such a way that it creates a lack within the being that feels it is separate, and it creates a sense of unworthiness in the being that feels it is separate. And so all I am doing in this moment is relaying the understanding to any who are ready to hear it, that you are never, ever separate from source space, from God space, from goddess space, from the divine, the origination point of everything. You are one with it. Now, there's a little bit of a interesting sentence I will share with you here. But allow your heart to hear me. Allow your consciousness, your soul that is so beautiful and ancient to hear me, all right? And then allow it to help your mind that is in your now human version to process the sentence. But you in this now are a piece of the origination point experiencing itself through this space of you. Now, you are not in this now the fullness of that origination point in its knowing, because it is utilizing, it is allowing, it is aligning and designing through you to know the next space of itself, more of itself. So it's a very big space to understand and to begin to wrap our mind around, but our hearts can hold it until our minds can understand it. So just allow your heart to hold it, if you choose to. It is a really beautiful understanding of connectivity. You are never separate from the origination point. You are the origination point, experiencing itself through this space of itself, you. And as you grow and understand you, the origination point understands that space of itself in that way through you. Consciousness is ever expanding, and consciousness is the core of life. There is no life that is outside of consciousness. There is consciousness woven throughout all life, infused within all life. And as each consciousness expands in its own now experience, the whole of consciousness expands. It is the dance of the universe. It is the way in which the flow flows. And that is the really big space of light, of consciousness, of love, of divinity, of understanding. And there are innumerable, limitless spaces of incremental experiences and timelines and realities and dimensions and understandings and teachings. They are innumerable, beyond measure, of all of the facets of consciousness. And why would we even want to contemplate this or think about it? Because even just having this conversation expands your consciousness. Even just holding this space and feeling into it allows you to expand your vantage point, the space of which you view yourself from. And when you do those things, when you expand your consciousness, you expand your vantage point, then the now spaces that you navigate in your everyday world, those conversations you have with others, those thoughts and conversations you have with yourself, the ways in which you experience your everyday life, those spaces shift to a higher flow state with less density when the vantage point that is viewing them is at a higher space of itself. So just allowing that, just thinking about it, imagining it, just allowing it to be a possibility that you contemplate, yes, you ponder, allows you, your consciousness, your being, a space of expansion. And that shifts every space of your existence, your experience, your life into a new state of flow. I love you, I love you, I love you.